Hey ladies, welcome back to the Badass Podcast. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Badass Challenge. And this Badass Challenge is 7 days of videos and modules, action steps to get you off your ass and being a badass in your life. Start your badassery. Head on over to sashadavis.com for more information. Today's podcast is going to be a little bit of a rant. So if you're sensitive, I highly suggest that you tune out right now, especially if you're sensitive to anxiety and depression. If you have triggers when I say these words, I highly suggest that you tune out now because this probably isn't the podcast for you. Okay, and so today I want to talk about how anxiety and depression is trending. Ugh. And I hate that word, but I see it all the freaking time. And I'm feeling a little bit of a rant here, and I just have to let this out because I feel like I cannot be the only one that thinks this way. So lately on social media, all I see is it's like a pissing match. Who can have the most anxiety? Who can be the most depressed? Right? And that's total bullshit because I think everybody at some point in their life has struggled or suffered from anxiety and depression. If you haven't had any struggles with anxiety and depression, then give yourself a round of applause. Seriously, I congratulate you because I know that I suffered to the extreme with both anxiety and depression. I worried about everything, and at one point in my life, I was so depressed that I would physically harm myself. I would burn myself and I would cut myself because I was in so much pain on the inside that the only way to relieve that pain was to injure myself. And I know that sounds messed up, but I'm all about being real and raw and sharing my experiences. And I just get so pissed off when I see people out there saying, "Oh, somebody pray for me. I'm having such a hard time." And I'm like, okay, great. I'm sending you good vibes, yes, but you need to get off your ass and do something. You need to get off your ass and do something. You can't just sit there, whine, bitch, complain about how anxious and depressed you are, and then expect somebody else to change it for you. That's never going to happen. Nobody magically waltzed into my life and sprinkled fucking fairy dust on me and said, "Sasha, you're healed." No, I had to figure it out for my freaking self. And yes, I had help along the way. I didn't do any of this on my own, but I had to buck up and take the action. Ugh. And it really just drives me insane because I feel like it's this abuse triangle. If you guys know what the abuse triangle is, where you have the honeymoon phase, then you have the I'm going to kick your ass phase, and then the I'm sorry phase, and it just keeps circling around, and it's never ending, right? They're on this wheel of, ugh. And so I feel like that's how certain individuals are on social media. It's oh, my boyfriend beats me, somebody help me. And then you guys all reach out and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm here for you. Let me help you." And I think that your friends genuinely want to help you, but you never take the action. You end up going right back to that shitty ass relationship and getting the shit beat out of you again. You get your ass kicked by the same person over and over and over until one day you've had enough and you decide to get off your ass and leave that person. And I feel like it's the same way with anxiety and depression, right? Again, I have been in some deep, dark places, but I kept that shit to myself. Not that I think you should keep it to yourself, but I didn't do this woe is me, whiny, bitchy, cry wolf, somebody help me, and then never take action on their advice. What happened is I had a few individuals that I confided in. I didn't blast it all over the place, hoping for somebody to magically fix it for me. I didn't blast it all over the place, looking for likes and shares and attention. I put my trust in a few individuals, mentors, therapists, friends, things like that. And I took their suggestions, right? Everybody has tools in their tool belt. And I picked and chose what tools would work for me. And I did it. I actually got off my ass, you guys. And I fucking did it. Okay? None of them did it for me. I took action in my own life. I beat anxiety and depression by myself, for myself. I used tools from other people. I had support from other people, but they never did the work for me. They just held my hand, walked me through this journey, and gave me tools along the way. I never once was like, man, you do it for me. I mean, maybe I did a couple of times, but I mean, it wasn't like I didn't kick and scream, but I had to go through that deep, dark forest to get to the other side. Okay. There's no rainbows and unicorn farts that are just going to come up and, absorb you into their little magical bubble and wish everything well. Like, the law of attraction works if you work it. These tools work if you work it. Okay. And I just get so riled up about this. It just, you guys, please, for the love of all that is holy, take action in your life. Stop waiting for somebody to do it for you, because that day will never come. It will never come. And this is for anything in your life, not just anxiety and depression. You want to lose weight and look good, feel good, but you don't want to exercise. You don't want to eat healthy. You don't want to drink enough water. I have this happen all the time. People reach out to me. Sasha, how do I do this? I'm like, oh, I'll start here. Oh, well, I can't do that. Okay, why not? Well, I don't have enough time, or I've tried that once. Okay, one time. Like, what do you expect is going to happen? You can't just journal in your notebook one day and say, I'm going to feel happy today. You actually have to do the things that make you happy. You have to find the things that make you happy and then do those things every single day. Like the motivation, I heard this on a podcast the other day. Go check it out. Mom is in Control. There was an interview with Megan Rempel. And the podcast was about motivation is a lie. And that is so true. The motivation is not going to just magically appear. You're not going to wake up one day and just be like, well, I'm super motivated today and my whole life is going to change. You might have bursts of motivation, especially like listening to me like rant here, or somebody else that you're listening to. You're like, ooh, yeah, now I'm motivated to change my life. But you have to keep doing that every single day. Even on the days that you don't want to, you have to shut up and do it. That's the real self-care. Not these manicures, pedicures, facials, massages, fancy fucking coffee and all this stuff. You know what's real self-care? Taking care of your mental health. Taking care of your physical health. Taking care of your emotional health. And you know what, guys? This shit is free. Did you hear that? It's free. It doesn't cost anything to wake up, to do a morning routine. It doesn't cost anything to do 100 jumping jacks and 100 sit-ups in your living room. It doesn't cost you anything to run around the block. It doesn't cost you anything to drink half your body weight in ounces of tap water every single day. It doesn't. It does not cost a thing to make these simple choices in your life. It doesn't cost a thing to sit in silence and meditate for 10 minutes on what you want your life to look like, on how you want to feel each day. That does not cost a thing. $0, guys. The money is an excuse. Your time, you don't have enough time. Guess what? I have the same exact 24 hours in a day that you do. It's true. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, and it is up to you what you want to do with those 24 hours. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. If each minute of your life was worth $1 million, did you spend that money well? If you even hesitate with that answer, reevaluate your next 24 hours. How do you want those next 24 hours to look? Okay? You can make simple, subtle changes today to get you on the path to being a better person. And back to this anxiety and depression, you want to know how I beat it? I started moving my body. I started eating better. I started talking to people about the shit that went on in my head and asked for help. Like, I didn't just post about it or like, woe is me about it. Like I actually talked about it and worked through the problems. I actually went and talked to mentors. I actually went and did therapy stuff. I actually went and did programs and action steps and exercise and ate healthy and drank water. And when you do things that make you feel good, guess what? You feel good. You feel good. When you move your body, you feel good afterwards. I have never met anybody that says, oh, I really regretted doing that workout. Like I feel like shit. Yeah, you might be a little sore, but chances are you're feeling pretty damn good, pretty damn accomplished, right? I've never met anybody that drank half their body weight in ounces of water in each day and was like, God, I really regretted being so hydrated today. Or I never met anybody that actually sat down and meditated for 10 minutes and was like, I'm never going to get that 10 minutes of silence back. It doesn't happen because every time that somebody does those things, they feel good. Look at successful people in your life around you. What are they doing? They're doing these things. They're moving their body every day. They're nourishing their bodies every day. They're eating and drinking healthy, and they have a support team. They don't sit and bitch. They don't sit and bicker. They take action in their lives, which is why they are so successful in the first place. Okay? Nobody is forcing you to live this shitty bubble that you're in, right? Nobody is forcing you except for you. You are the one that creates the rules in your life, okay? You're the one that makes up these reasons in your head why you can or cannot do anything. Nobody else is making these fucking rules for you. And I've met so many women that are like, oh, my husband does whatever he wants. Yeah, because he doesn't give a shit what other people think. He's going to do what makes him happy. So start acting like your damn husband. Like, come on, ladies. You guys can have fun too. You guys can do things for you too. Let go of the guilt. You'll be a better parent, a better mom, a better wife, a better sister, a better whatever. You'll be a better everything once you start focusing on you and making you happy. Your cup's going to be so damn full that you cannot help but pour into other people. And that's what helps me. That's what keeps me going. Every day I wake up, I wish that I could say like I exercise and eat healthy for myself. And I mean, I do because I feel good. But when I feel good, the people around me feel good. So when I don't want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you know what I tell myself? I need to get up in the morning because I need to have that hour to myself so that I can be more present with my daughter, so that I can focus on my husband, so that I can fuel my body to get through this day and feel good. I get up that early and set my day up for success so that I can help women like you, help my VIP clients, help the people that I work with at the barn, all of the quote disabled individuals, which that's another thing. Don't even get me on talking about people with disabilities, because that's another thing that drives me crazy is everybody on social media is like, oh yes, treat everybody equally. But then in real life, people treat individuals with disabilities so differently. And it's like, come on, guys, they are people just like you and me. Just like you and me. Not one of us is the same. Just think, if we were all the same, how boring would that be? How boring would life be if we were all sheep following one another? That'd be pretty damn boring, okay? But that's not the point here. The point here is, when are you going to start taking action? When are you going to start taking action in your life? When are you going to stop bitching, moaning, complaining, and having everybody else wipe your ass for you? When are you going to get up and make shit happen? Pick a day and do it. Today sounds like a good day. I think today is a great day. Go out there and exercise. That's all I want you to do today. Go out there and move your body and feel good about it. Go have coffee with a friend and have a deep conversation, like a good deep conversation where you guys actually talk about things other than other people. Because that's not a deep conversation. Talking about other people is not a deep conversation, right? Talking about growth, talking about success, talking about opportunity, talking about how you're going to better yourself, talking about goals, talking about action steps in your life. Like, those things are going to get you on the path to feeling and being better. Feeling and being better, inspiring others to feel better, to do better, to be better for themselves, for their families, for their communities. Okay? You can quote, beat anxiety and depression. You can. You can. You may have to go to the doctor. You may have to get a prescription. You may have to see a therapist. You may have to exercise. You may have to drink water. You may have to do all these things. You may actually have to face your emotions instead of shoving them down, instead of numbing them with booze. That's what I did. I drank a lot, and it was to numb out the pain. It was to numb out all of the emotions. And when I stopped numbing things and I actually had to deal with them, like, I feel awesome now. I feel amazing. I no longer have thoughts where I want to hurt myself. I no longer have thoughts that I want to hurt others, right? I mean, every now and then I want to shake somebody because I want to like shake some sense into them, but like, I don't go around with a chip on my shoulder trying to punch people in the face. Like, that's what I used to do. I used to get so messed up that I would try and pick fights with people because I just wanted to feel something, right? That anger would just consume me. And it was awful. But really, I was a sad human on the inside. I was so sad. I just wanted love. I just wanted attention. I just wanted support. I just wanted belonging. I just wanted to belong. I wanted somebody to say, Sasha, you are not alone. It took me years to figure that out. Years. And I'm telling you today that it does not have to take you years. You can start today. You can change your life today. Today is a good day to have a good day. You can beat this shit, but you actually have to take action. It does not come just willy-nilly magically waltz into your life and say, here I am, fairy godmother of the whatever. I'm here to make everything better. Like, it doesn't work like that, guys. It doesn't work like that. You have to show up. You have to do the work. And you have to put in a little bit of effort every damn day. Every damn day. I mean, every now and then I slack. I just challenged myself today, actually, to do the 100 challenge. And I just totally made it up. So maybe you want to do it with me. But what I'm going to do, because I'm craving movement. I'm feeling a little sluggish, a little of that negativity creeping in. And you know how I beat it? Get my ass up and I move. A body in motion stays in motion. You got to shift your energy. And what better way to do that than move your actual body? So you know what I'm doing? Every day, I'm going to do 100 jumping jacks, 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 lunges, and 100 sit-ups. 100 of each every single day. That's 500 things that I'm going to do a day. And I'm not going to do them all at once. I can break them up. I can do 20 at a time. I can do 50 at a time. Or maybe, who knows? I'm kind of an extremist. Maybe I'll go balls to the wall and do all 100 at a time. But what I'm saying is, if things aren't working, find a new plan. You know what the definition of insanity is? Doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, expecting different results. If shit's not working for you, what are you going to do? You're going to ask somebody who's beat that same thing that you're going through, and you're going to ask them for help. You're going to ask them for guidance, and you're going to shut up and actually do the things that they suggest. Okay? Stop bitching, stop moaning, stop making excuses why you can't do things in your life. Okay? There are people out there willing to help you. There's doctors, there's therapists, there's mentors, there's coaches, there's family, there's support all over. But the difference between me and a lot of women is I actually did the stuff that somebody told me to do. I didn't just sit there and say, well, why don't you do it for me? What if I pray really, really, really hard? What if I just ask the universe every day, pretty please? No, guys. It don't work like that. I've tried. I have tried. When you start to take the little action, it's almost like a snowball effect, a domino effect. Once you start to make those first few steps, the universe kicks in. God, whatever, your soul, something kicks in and is like, all right, Sasha, I see you trying to make these changes. I'm going to help you out. I'll throw you a bone every now and then just to let you know that you're on the right path and to keep going. And that is how I knew to keep going. Every time I started to like slump, the universe or God or this higher power would throw me a bone and it was almost like, oh, I see the sign. Okay, I'm on the right path. And you guys, this is your sign. Me speaking to you right now is your sign. Something led you to this podcast for a reason. You needed to hear this in your life. And I am here to tell you, you are not alone. You may be in the deepest, darkest anxiety and depression that you have ever been in. Who knows? Maybe you're like me. Maybe you physically harm yourself to release that pain. Maybe you drink yourself into a stupor to numb the pain. Maybe you lashed out on the ones that are closest to you because you are an angry volcano that just needed to erupt and they were the closest person to you. Maybe you have years of anger and resentment and this chip on your shoulder. You just have it all built up and you're about to explode. Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to explode, that you can release that in a healthy way, and you just have to start. Start by moving your body, start by drinking water, start by reaching out, ask somebody, go see a doctor, go see a therapist, go hire a mentor, go hire a coach, talk to somebody that you trust. Get these feelings out on paper and organize your thoughts, okay? You cannot keep this stuff bundled up. It will kill you. It will kill you on the inside and sometimes on the outside. Sometimes these emotions are so strong that they manifest physically in our body. Have you ever been so stressed out that you get sick? I have. I have been so stressed out that my body will physically shut down. I will get so sick that I cannot move for days. Okay. But my body was trying to tell me, Sasha, slow down. Sasha, listen to me. Sasha, I am right here. I'm trying to tell you to slow the fuck down. And I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't listen until my body shut itself down. Start listening to what your body's telling you. It's a miraculous thing, your body. It will tell you everything you need. And we humans are meant to communicate. We humans are meant to connect with one another, to love one another, to support one another, to accept one another. Okay, we are not meant to be lone wolves. And I have been a lone wolf most of my life. And I am just realizing in recent years that I'm not a lone wolf. I may be a pack leader, but I am not alone. And I am damn sure that I will never be alone again. It's true. So sorry about my rant. Hopefully I didn't offend you too much. If I did, that's on you. You might have some triggers you need to work through. Who knows? My intention is that this is your wake-up call, that this is the day to take action in your life, that I too have been in some deep, dark places, and I am here to tell you that I have made it to the other side, and that it is possible for you too. It is. Don't be this trend on social media. Don't be this anxiety and depression cool kid, right? Like, yes, I think everybody has struggled at some point in their life, but the ones that I want the ones who are going to take action. If you are going to take action in your life, I want you on my team. I want you in my group. I want you in my pack. We're going to kick ass. We're going to be leaders. We're going to make so much shit happen in our lives and in everybody else's lives. It's that ripple effect, guys. Ripple effect. I'm here speaking my truth, inspiring somebody else to speak their truth, and then it's going to ripple effect. They're going to help somebody else, and then that person's going to help somebody else, and we're all going to sit here. We're all going to beat this anxiety and depression trend together. Okay, we're all going to support one another and accept one another and lift each other up and help each other, actually help each other. And we're actually going to take action in our life. God, that's a lot of actuallys. Sorry. I got a little overboard there, you guys. I get so passionate about this stuff. So again, it is not my intention to piss you off. It is not my intention to say negative things about people with anxiety and depression. It's not. Like, I've been there. I hear you. Loud and clear. I hear you. That's why I'm saying this podcast. You're not alone. I am right here standing next to you. Okay. And if you're ready to beat that shit, if you're ready to take action in your life, I want you to contact me. I want you working with me. I want women who are ambitious, go-getters, lone wolves, looking for their pack with me. Okay. If you feel called, reach out. Email me, support@sashadavis.com. So that's all I got for you today. That's my rant. So stay tuned. I'm going to have more interviews with more ambitious go-getters who have had struggles and challenges and how they overcame them and how they're being badasses in their own life, right? And I've had a few of you reach out to me that want to know more about my personal story. So I will also start to give you more insight into my personal life. You know, I talk about anxiety and depression. I talk about being a go-getter. I talk about being a lone wolf. You're going to hear a lot more about that coming up. So make sure that you subscribe right now. Look at your phone while I'm talking to you. Subscribe. Hit that little button right there. Subscribe. Boom. And if you feel called, please leave a 5-star rating. I would be so appreciative if you would leave me a rating. It just helps get the word out there. More people see this, more people can hear it, and I can interview more people, and I am able to continue to do this podcast for you and for women like you who are struggling, who just need a little help in their life. I am here to help you, okay? I'm giving as much free content as I possibly can on this podcast for you. So if there is a specific topic that you want me to discuss, please send me an email. Again, it's support@sashadavis.com, SAUSHADAVIS.com. All right. You guys can do this. You can do anything you set your mind to. I 1000% believe in you. I am here. I will give you every tool I have in my tool belt, but ultimately it's you that needs to take the action. All right? And go out there and be a mother-loving badass. Until next time, ladies.